How's it going, guys? So our new building extension is all but finished up now. Been working at it for 3 weeks. This pen is all done. The only thing we want to do still is concrete the floor in the old part. We had never actually put a concrete floor in it. They just rolled some fill, dirt in there. Over time, especially around that water trough there, it just keeps getting deeper and deeper. When you go to clean out, it's really uneven. So right now, the pre-fresh cows, which are normally in this pen, are down in our new heifer barn. So they're out of the way for a bit, and we're gonna be able to put our special needs cows in this pen temporarily while we get that concrete done. Today we want to get started moving out some of this bedding, and then we have to dig out some fill to get the grade down for concrete. Certain parts are really packed hard, then there's other parts that are going to be easier to dig out. You kind of see how this new pen is laid out. We have the big area for the pre-fresh cows, and then we have these 2 pens in the back for young calves. We'll be running our fresh cows in here if we need to help a cow or anything. Send her through this gate, and we got a headlock in the corner there. We'll be able to catch them. And it's a nice 16 by 16 pen, so we have a lot more space. Here in the corner, originally we were just gonna leave this corner outside the building, just have the outside wall be here and then out. But I decided to add that corner pen there just because we could. We're kind of just waiting on this outside pad. Wanted to make sure this concrete's cured enough before we drive on it too much. Got to go in and out with the fill dirt we want to dig out of there. We got the bedding out of here. Now we're gonna dig this floor out a little bit. So we had this stone and clay rolled in here instead of concrete. It's actually holding up pretty good in this area, but over there it's wearing out, and so that's why we want to just remove it all and get nice concrete in here. I got Andrew helping me again. He's got the laser so we can know how far down to go. So I got the new pen bed up now, set up to move the special needs cows into here. To get them over to milk, we're just gonna run them down the scrape alley. Gotta get into the parlor over through there, so shouldn't be a big deal. Just gotta get these 2 gates moved and put them across here. So we don't have latches on here. I guess we'll have to get some more rope and think about that. Well, they're curious. They're making their way over. What do you think, ladies? So these are not the cows that are going to be in this pen once we're done with everything. These are milking cows. Once we get that concrete done, that'll all be special needs space, and then we'll have a pre-fresh pen over here. It is the next day now. Builders aren't here today. They actually took a couple days off because they wanted to give us a chance to get that pen ready for concrete. Figured I should grease the skid loader, then we'll go in there and dig the rest of that old special needs pen down to the grade we want it. Beautiful day. It's down in the mid 50s this morning when I got up, which is awesome. Cows seem to be liking the new pen. Gonna have to chase them up to the alley so I can drive through here. We got this first part of the pen pretty much where it needs to be. I'm just gonna clean up a little bit at the edges. But now I'm gonna dig out over there. It's pretty high. And then this old part, you can see the floor was just wearing lower and lower in this area that gets more moisture. So we're not gonna have to dig too much out of here. And we actually stuck an old pig slat in this area just to kind of give it a solid base. Over time it got so low in this area that they were stepping up, you know, too much of a step there. But it's still kind of a pain because I catch it when I'm cleaning out. You just see how uneven this floor is. There's a big dip in this area. It gets higher through there. So this would have been a couple videos ago. We poured the floor in the new part, and I had quite a few comments talking about the fact that we didn't use any rebar or wire mesh in it. Apparently with a 4-inch pad, they say it's not as necessary. I mean, if you're gonna run a lot of weight on it, you probably should have thicker concrete with rebar in it. We have a really solid base underneath, and from what they're telling me, it's not really necessary. I don't think it's going to completely wear out unless it starts breaking up. So it's kind of interesting, when I was tearing up the apron before we started building this, the old apron that was against the barn over there, there were some parts that had no rebar or mesh in, and it was holding up fine. It was 18 years old. We've been driving on it all the time. So I'm gonna get my dirt bucket, we'll keep digging out there, and then eventually check with the laser. So this section's all where I want it. Just gonna cut some more out of that far corner. Tiny little bit out of there, and we'll scoop that concrete slat out of there too. We had stuck this slat in here a few years ago. It's a pretty good idea. It helped that area hold up better. Hey guys, so this video is taking place over the course of about a week. I'm trying to keep this kind of whole project in one video. So this floor, you can see, is ready to pour now. The builders were here yesterday. We got stone laid into the perfect level. Still a special needs cows here in the new pen, crossing over this scrape alley to get into the milking parlor. Really looking forward to getting this done so we can actually have our special needs cows in their pen and a pre-fresh back up here in this barn. So they've been working at pouring that concrete this morning. My dad was hauling the concrete in for them. I was actually helping a guy here. We're setting up for activity monitoring for our heifers. I'll have to show more of that later. We're gonna have a little bit extra concrete. Decided we're gonna put it right here at the end of our commodity barn. Turn here with the skid loader a lot. Stones always get worn away there, and it's kind of a drop off from that slab from the commodity barn. So they should be just about done pouring this floor now. It is the next day now. The builders are done. They just cleaned everything up and took off. So we are ready to use this barn. We have to wait till tomorrow though to drive on this with our skid loader. Just a little bit that we're gonna work on. I'm gonna weld this panel into this gap, and we got some latches to put on that we're gonna just bolt in place, I think. Something we decided to do here, this was the old end wall of the barn. We added 32 feet, and Just thought we'd like to have a little more adjustability to this pre-fresh pen in case we have a month or two where we have a whole bunch of fresh cows. So we actually stuck this little curb and pipe right here so that we can move that set of gates right here just for a period of time if we need it. Originally we wanted to add 40 feet instead of 32, but it was just pushing pretty close to the bunker silo. We decided to back it off a little bit. This is nice, we can still add 12 extra feet on if we need to. And that pipe right there actually is removable. It slides into a pipe that's concrete into the floor, and we have a spot right here it can slip into, or also actually put one here just in case we ever want to put the gates back where they were originally. I kind of like that idea, it just gives us some flexibility. But tomorrow morning we're gonna be bedding this old part up. We'll get those cows back in here, and then we'll be able to bring our pre-fresh cows from our heifer barn up. And I'm really looking forward to that, having our calves being born up here again. We've hauled 6 or 8 calves up to this pen now from the other barn, so kind of getting used to it, but it's not handy. Okay, thanks a lot for watching this video, guys. We'll see you.